Hi, it's Alk here, and welcome back to another episode of Alchemy Factory. Yeah, so, what are we doing? Well, we should really be working on the 100 vitality potions, but, I am obsessed with now tidying up and making things a little bit neater. Kind of what I do in this game now. Last time we sorted out this bit, I've made a little bit of a new iron manufactorum here. It just makes nails and iron bars, but it's in essence one of these that I've covered on the last video. But it just kind of like wood makes charcoal, burns iron. Thank you for interrupting that. Burns iron and then just converts it into just throws it down the back here and makes nails and raw iron bits. So yeah, I still haven't got around to putting money on these things to automate anything with portals, but what I will do quickly, we got loads of money, so I just want to make some smaller denominations or larger denominations. Small. So what we'll do is we'll throw that in there and we will get a portal stone and we will go get the money converter. Where is the money converter? I haven't got the money converter yet. That's the problem, isn't it? Oh yeah, bank portal. Right. Bank portal. We'll just put that in there and it will just put that out into there. And then that was some bad placement by me there, wasn't it? Right. And then we will just bank portal and we will convert. How many do we want? Just to. Is it 5? I don't know. Oh, and make gold. Just convert them into smaller coins. If it does it. It's coming along. A chunk of iron ore. What absolute tosh have I got in my bag? Yeah, okay. I just want to see what they do when you put 5. I've only ever converted 1 coin at a time, so I just wonder if it like shouldn't take long to get there. Oh, no, it shouldn't take long. Actually, I'm confused. I'm confused why you'd want to do this. It's just very strange. What does it do then? Does it like just take them? Maybe. I'm not quite sure why it throttles the conversion amount. Why it just wouldn't be like you'd say make silver and it kind of just converts silver. I don't really get it. Not quite sure I'm seeing the point yet. Maybe something else later on. I don't know. It's gonna almost be there. So we're just gonna watch it. Don't understand. Fine. Just convert them all to one, right, silver at a time. So yeah, we've got that nail thing done. Right, next thing. I made one of these as well. This is a potion making machine, which basically grinds up the 2 supplies of herbs and converts it into potions. And it's a lot smaller than this monstrosity I've made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that up and put this little thing in. A couple of, or maybe one of these, 2 of these actually. Right, copy that. No, don't demolish it. Blueprint it, and then go with that, and then we can build 2 of these bad boys. So we end up with 2 sources of potions, basically. What is this? All right. Also, it doesn't help that my thing keeps stopping because I haven't refueled it with portals. So it needs wood, stone, and more wood. Like everything, really. Okay, let's... got a bag full of this nonsense. Right. We could put a couple of these in there. No, actually. Tell you what. It's already ground up. You doofus. Right. We can just put this in here. Tell you what, I don't really care. I'm just going to put it all in here. It's rubbish anyway. We don't need that. We're going to be able to get plenty of stuff in a second, right? So we just need logs and things. So we're going to get like... Not enough currency? Of course not. Why, certainly not. I'll take that little pile of money there, and that will be my little stash. How have we got? 10 and... Right, that's enough to get going. All right, let's quickly do that. I've got to get rid of this thing as well. Fine. I have like rigged this up to be almost ready. You don't want to know what's going on here. It's fine. I may explain it later on. But I did a little bit of offline. And in essence, what we do is we've put these up on slightly higher platforms so we can pipe in wood over the top from a portal that comes down here. We haven't used any portals yet, but it's a little bit of a mess. This stuff goes all the way over using these things. I found out what these drawbridges are for. They're very useful for going over stuff. I use a drawbridge. Hold on, how many more do I need? I use a drawbridge. Right. Use a drawbridge here. So I have a drawbridge here that goes from the front to the back because I have to go over one of these machines, and it's the only way I thought to do it. So anyway. Right. Quickly do this. Put everything in here so we start getting stuff manufactured again. Still need like 3 more logs. I've got to get this portal technology sorted out, but I haven't got a good way of... Yeah. I haven't got a good way of... I haven't really worked out a good way to get money around the place yet. I need to have a good old long hard think about that. Anyway, right, so that's going to start producing goods again when it gets going. It's going to start producing fertilizer, which means it will start making sage and all the other bits and bobs. So sage goes at the bottom. Sage comes in from the bottom, but that's fine. We can just do sage like this. How? Or does sage go at the top? No, sage is at the bottom. So I'm very confused as to why. Oh, it comes in from the bottom. Yeah, this is before I understood how conveyor belts work. Right, so we'll fix that. It's confusing the Jesus out of me. Right. So this is before I understood how elevator or lifts work. So it comes out here and then goes. There we go. That's neater. And we will be very lazy about the way we do this. We'll just put an elevator there. So, and then we will just go. Nice, and then we will just do this. I'm aware I can use elevators, but I kind of like these little conveyor belts. I think they look good. Oops. See, I use it there, but not there, because I am nothing if not inconsistent. Right. And then this one here, which is the it's not sage, is it? It's the other one. I know what it is. You know what it is. We all know what it is. I've just forgotten what the word is. Blacks. Blacks. Right. And I just did that, so I can do nuts. Yep. Because remember, I do nothing but the smartest moves. I did this a lot, but I still screw it up. So don't feel bad if you're constantly changing your mind about how things work. Because that is the very nature of the beast. Like that, and then along here like so. Right, that's that one done. And then we can put in these things. No, these things. Bear in mind, you can pretty much. Oh. So. Oh, that was weird. I got sort of caught there. That. And like that. And then we just. Not everything has to be neat. You could have a little bit of spaghetti. I'm sure eventually I will sort out everything to do with this. It's wrong. That is what I want. The amount of manufacturing, just less machine or less kind of mess, really. And then we just need to whip these out. And just whip that out. And then we... Right. And now, bandages are made of cloth and healing potions. So basically, we're going to use this section here. We're going to use this section here to make bandages. Yep. So we can sell them. So bandages are going to be made here, and then healing potions are just going to kind of come out of here. So, yep. And we're going to go down here. And then just attach that. Like that. And everything will start sort of like chugging along. Then we just need to make bandages. So we will do our standard comes in like this. This comes out like this. This is cloth, isn't it? Yeah, that makes cloth. Okay, nice. And then we're going to do some blocks here. We are going to use these. Like so. Combiners. What was it? 1, 2. That. And then this is going to use a lift. Oh, we're going to use blocks here. Fill it in. I mean, I admit this is not the neatest way of doing things, and it's a little bit almost breaking my own kind of... Do I have internal rules? I don't know at this point. And only because I like them, and I like ramps. I like ramps that cannot lie, right? Actually, no, that's not what we want to do at all. Right. I don't know why I do like that. I do like that because sometimes I fail to initiate thoughts correctly before initiating operation place stuff. All right. We pile up those things, but I'm not going to. Again, so we're just on the bandages at the moment. And then we do it like yep. So my thought is that yep. Thank you for interrupting my thought. My thought. Right. Right, okay. We're going to do it the other way around. That. And we're going to use a little conveyor belt. And then rotate that there. And then build. And then this is gonna... Alright. I don't know why it's doing that. Early access, I guess. Right. Like that. And then this is going to go in like that. Like that. Oh. And then like that. And then we are going to put things on top. Hopefully this is making sense to you. It's like that goes along there. And again, I'm sure there are much more effective ways to do it, and these are not the only ways to achieve your goals. And then we just make advantages. No, not linen, bandages, you doofus. Bandage. Right. And hopefully, admittedly, this is not the fastest manufactorum of not the fastest way in the world to make bandages. You know what? It's all right. All right. So there you go. Well, actually, for a change for me, I've actually done it quite quick, I think. Why do I put that in a different place? I clearly wasn't thinking. Not like me, is it? Right, anyway, it doesn't matter if that's sticking out a little bit. I don't know how many, what ingredients we need to make that. Oh, 2 healing potions for 1 cloth. So that's cool. Right. And we can just like slam a bunch of cloths in so they start making. We have got cloths. Yeah. And they are worth a lot of cash to sell them. So, and also I think bandages, we kind of need them to do something else. Right. Anyway, let's go sell some of these because they're good for money. I'm not automating any of this stuff yet, which is kind of annoying really, but right. I can't help but feel we're sort of in a good place. Apart from, you know, this thing sucking all the ingredients, all of the it's a high demand resource. This really is. It's not great. I need to get portals working on this, which I will do. I keep saying it. I feel like I'm teasing you. I'm not though. I'm not going out to tease you deliberately, as it were. I'm just procrastinating on this decision. That's all. All right. Check this is all functioning. Yeah, it does take 10 of these. Ugh. We should really. I should make something more appropriate ratio wise for that, but so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while. Anyway, not a problem. We're getting bandages. Right. I think you might need bandages to like. How's this coming along anyway? Blimey, we got quite a bit of money. Is it bandages we need for? We need those things. This is soap. Worry about that. Right. The next thing. Ugh. I have to re-configure that as well. That's a nightmare. Right, we don't need you anymore anyway. Yep. Right, you're gone. Right, next stop. What we got to do next? We're not exactly making like loads of anything. I need to up the amount of plants that I actually harvest, which is annoying. It's another thing to sort out. Ugh. Right. Anyway, so let's start thinking about the next thing. It's not going to be immediate, but you know it's going to be all right. Just check this out. Have we got enough capability to? Basically, this is working quite efficiently now. Ish. He lies. Efficiently my ass. Right. I'll tell you what we're going to do as well. I would like a little stash of this. So these are good little buffer boxes. I like these. Conceptually, you put one of those in and you kind of buffer. Yeah. So that's going to let me store up fertilizer for the winter, I guess. Like have a stash of like 200 fertilizer just in there. So if I need it, I'll have access to it. Right. That is not what we're here to do though. Right. So it's time to look at the next thing. It's a long way past time I started thinking about way past time I started thinking about. Have I got no money again? Oh my god, I spent all my money. Right. I like being fairly rich. I'm fairly rich. Good. Seriously, are we out of stone again? Why are we always out of money? We're always out of money in this game. This is like always out of money, but that's okay. We'll make more money. Right. That's good. Mortars. Always need more mortars. Right. This is a horrible mess. I need to fix this. This is another thing I need to fix. It just yeah. You know what these games are like. It's a constant work in progress. Right. So next thing, we need to get the researchers. So we need a blenders, we need extractors, we need flasks. We got glass. Glass is made of kiln, which is made of sand and a kiln. I feel like I've probably got an interesting way of doing that. I reckon I have got a way of doing this. Should we try and make a little... What we'll do, we'll go over here and we'll make a table of glass manufacturing. Okay, so everything is run by charcoal. I should really do a little charcoal kind of like this base. It was a really basic thing. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe if I added a few more elements to it, like this. Ooh. Maybe if I added a few more basic elements to it, it might be worth actually keeping around. But I don't think so. So comes, as always, one lot comes in there, and then another lot. Right. Kiln. Let's have a look at you, kiln face. Right. So sand comes in there, comes out the other side. Okay. It strikes me as very similar to this thing over here. It's very similar, except we make sand out of it. So you're sort of see my thoughts on this. Right, as always, we need to buy ourselves a little space at the... No, we don't. We can do it at the front. Okay, right. Oh yeah, I've got a cunning power for doing this. I sort of pipe it in here. But we do up, so you'll see. So we do that, yeah. And then we already know that the stuff is going to come in out the back here. Because we need to grind it up, yeah. So we do that, yeah. And then we put these bad boys on there. We put our grinders because we don't want to use anything apart from charcoal ash. Because charcoal powder burns brightest. Now I've got now I know how to do this. Flip it, and then like so, and we bring it out the front here into these two. Then this is the way then we build our little things up here, the platforms, alchemy platforms. We use a tool one, short, and then we grab a little shorty. And then we just do... Oh, and another short one. Do this. Take that around there. Get another one. Oh, not doing that though. Get another lift. So, it's looking good. Or is it? No, it's not. Oh, we need to think about this because we need sand. Glass is going to come out this way. So are we going to bring in sand from the rear? Because that will not support that. Okay, sand's going to come out the back. So sand dust needs to come in. And this is why we do this. Because if we used an elevator, it blocks the route through. So I can bring sand in the front here. Yep. Right. You'll see. So we use one of these platforms. See, these things are useful. And then we will do this. I think, actually, no, I think this is going to be okay. All right. Yep, that's good. That's good. Right. So we. Oh. Good. Game kind of got upset then. Why are you getting upset, game? It's nothing you haven't done before. There you go. Right. And then we. So. Charcoal is made here, ground up, turned into paste, sent back down here, through here, under here, into there to fuel that. So that line is done. This will be a line of wood. This will be a line of wood. One line of wood to fuel the charcoal construction. The other one to fuel the actual, like, turn into charcoal. We get the charcoal here. We do all that. Right. Next step, we need to then transport in. And the reason why we use these bad boys, we use these, is because if we use these... Oh, actually, it might be all right. I'm fine. I'm happy with my decision. I don't mind it. I'm not... Thank you. I'm not going to question myself too much. I'm sure people will be like, you can do it a different way. And you can indeed do it a different way. The way I'm going to do it. So we're going to bring in ground sand from the front. Fancy doing it like that. And then we just bring an elevator. Because as I say, there's indeed more than one way to eviscerate a feline. I mean, I'm feeling particularly cunning here. Hold on. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Use this, and that means that we don't have an elevator there. I suppose I could do it in a different way. Okay, I could do it in a different way. I could still use an elevator. So we... Actually, this is just super basic and it works in my brain nicely. So we do that. And then what we do is we use these things. Oop. It's kind of somewhat dead space back there anyway, so... That. And then what we can do is we can... Here. Similar situation. And we just bring it. And we want that to go that way, the other way around. Down there. And these will dump their glass in there and then out back. And then we can literally put in a... There you go. And that so here I'm going to put wood in there, sand into there, ground, yeah, sand into there, up into there. It's going to spit out down here, through here, and spit out sand out the back. So I'll be able to put the resource gatherers in there, and the so wood, sand, outputs glass, and it will end up on the same platform here. There you go. That's my plan. Hopefully, it will be okay. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then it would be great if you could like, subscribe, ring the bell. Thanks for sticking with me if you're enjoying it. Yeah. I'll see you for the next one. So until then, we go.